New details on Operation Midnight Hammer. The U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear sites only set Iran's nuclear program back a few months. That's according to Associated Press sources on an early U.S. intelligence report. President Trump reiterated yesterday his claim, though, that the mission, quote, fully obliterated those targets. CNN also reported on the assessment, prompting a response from White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. She posted on X, quote, the leaking of this alleged assessment is a clear attempt to demean President Trump and discredit the brave fighter pilots. Everyone knows what happens when you drop 14 30,000-pound bombs perfectly on their targets. Total obliteration. Right now, Iran and Israel are in the middle of a ceasefire deal, but local Iranians are still voicing some serious concerns. They told our Josh Chapin that for any path forward, a regime change has to happen in that country.
It has been a painful time for local Iranians, some trying to reach their family members as missiles continue to fly. But they say that you need to see this exhibit right here on the National Mall to understand their real message. There is not enough room for all the names.
We have to support those indigenous freedom fighters inside Iran.
Especially if you ask Dr. Majid Sadeghpour. The Falls Church pharmacist is also political director of the Organization of Iranian American Communities, one of the groups that helped bring this exhibit to the National Mall this week. The names of those organizers say have been killed by the Islamic regime.
The Iranian people deserve the right to confront these brutal dictators. They deserve legitimacy in this struggle.
The display timed coincidentally with rising tension in the Middle East. Majid's sister-in-law also lives in Isfahan.
Fair distance from the actual nuclear sites, but certainly when you're talking about an entrenched regime with military sites everywhere, including in some residential areas.
He struggled to connect with her because he says the Islamic regime has cut off access to certain apps and even internet access. Majid Karimi, here for the exhibit from Dallas, has had the same issue.
And this struggle is going on forever, and it's not going to stop till really bring down the regime.
Both say things like this, House Resolution 166, which supports Iranians' push for a democratic and non-nuclear republic, and passed a bipartisan Congress back in February, helped them know they have support. But they're hoping these pictures show more.
They would love this regime to go yesterday. The oppression machine in Iran is significant.
Organizers say this exhibit will be here on 3rd Street between Jefferson and Madison Southwest until tomorrow. Those folks putting it here in the center of American democracy for a very specific purpose. In Southwest, I'm Josh Chapin, 7 News.
Josh, thank you.